Today's video, we're going to talk about what Seattle is most known for. When you think of Seattle, what do you think of? The Space Needle, Microsoft, the beauty of the Pacific Northwest? I mean, absolutely. So the first time I came to Seattle, Washington, I was 9 years old. I absolutely fell in love with the beauty of the nature. Green trees, you have rain, you have water, lakes, oceans. I mean, there's so much nature. I was born in California, and so coming to Washington when I was 8, 9 years old, it was a eye-opening experience. I didn't know the world was so beautiful. I wanted to make this place my home. Thankfully, a year later, we moved to Seattle, Washington. But what I loved most about it was how, as a child, is how fun it was. Like, we were able to go play in the woods, ride our bikes. It was clean, it was safe. Where I was raised in California, we were dealing with gangs and and violence and crime. So to move to Seattle, and we really got lucky. We landed in Bellevue. I mean, who would have known that we landed in one of the most beautiful, safest, prosperous places in this world? I mean, Bellevue is one of the prized gems. If you live in Bellevue today, you are a very lucky person, is probably the best way of saying it. But as I grew up in the Seattle area, it became more than just nature and the beauty and the fresh air and the nice people. So many people are moving here today because of our commerce. We have Boeing, we have Microsoft, we have Amazon, we have Google. I mean, Starbucks. Starbucks is like a worldwide product now, and all this business started right here in Seattle, Washington. And what I love about Seattle is we're geographically limited. So we have this beautiful nature, but it also makes it very exclusive. Like, for example, it's not the Arizona desert where you can just keep building houses out there. The houses like Bellevue, Redmond, Kirkland, Seattle, most of the land has already been established. So if you want to move here, you're buying an existing home or you're purchasing a home to tear down and build your dream home. So it's really neat how the real estate market is contained, where it just cannot keep growing out further. Another thing that I love about Seattle is the lifestyle and recreation that it offers. You really don't even need to go on vacation. The only reason you need to go on vacation is the wintertime when it gets a little gloomy and stormy. It's nice to go get some sunshine. The Pacific Northwest is so beautiful and there's so much to do. If you like hiking or rock climbing, there are trails of nature basically in every single neighborhood. If you like snow skiing or snowboarding or snowmobiling, there's 4 mountains within less than an hour drive. Snoqualmie Pass is only a 45-minute from Seattle. That's our closest mountain. If you like snowshoeing, there's so much snow recreation, but that's only in the wintertime. In the summertime, with the lakes, you have boating, you have jet skiing, there's the sound, so you can go fishing, you can go snorkeling. There's so much beauty. Even if you just like to observe it, it is so beautiful. But if you want to participate and get wet, have some adrenaline. We have mountains where you can jump off and parasail. One of the major reasons why people are moving here is our school system. Our public school system is so highly rated. It's almost like private school. I just recently did a video on the top 10 school districts and the top 5 high schools. I'll put a link in the description below of that video that we did of the top 10 school districts and the top 5. But one of the number 1 school district is Mercer Island. But in the video, I talk more about that. Another thing that Seattle is known for are their parks, especially their waterfront parks. Every city has a park. If not, almost every neighborhood has a park. So, if you're looking for a place to, go meditate or go for a walk or take the dog or, socialize, there's a lot of different vibes. There's a lot of different neighborhoods. Seattle's huge. So the more that we understand who our clients are and what their goals and their dreams are, we can best match those neighborhoods that meet their needs. So, Seattle just definitely has its own vibe. There's so many different communities and so many different schools and niches, and every community has positive attributes to it. So our goal is not just to sell the house, but to sell the lifestyle. And that's what I like about listing a home is, you're showing people what it's like to live, work, and play, and you're selling them a product that matches their needs. Like, they're coming to us. With the internet today, when we expose the house for all its highlights and we put it on the internet, the buyers are really reaching out to us, and we have all the information and they know what they're getting. So, today more than ever, it's to really take the house and the neighborhood and put it together as a full package that isn't just selling a home, it's selling a lifestyle. And every neighborhood has that. So it doesn't really matter if you're selling houses in Bellevue or Seattle, West Seattle, Kirkland. It's taking that product and finding the best attributes, making every one of them shine and putting it in a marketing package that you can expose it to the world. our real estate market is no longer local. When we're selling houses, we're exposing the house to the world. It is not 20 years ago or even 10 years ago where you put a sign in the yard and your house sells, especially in this market. Right? It's when I do an open house, I'm just amazed about the amount of people that come through and where they're coming from. So I'm watching Seattle grow. I mean, selling Seattle is different today than it was 5 years ago and 10 years ago. And I'll say this much, it is a worldwide product and it is in short supply and is in high demand, and Seattle's for sale and people want it. So it's fun, you know, to see how the real estate business has evolved. It's completely different than 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and even 5 years ago. I'm just having fun playing in it though.